about Women's Day. First of all, International Women's Day is celebrated on the 8th of March every year around the world. It's a global day celebrating the social, economic, culture, and political achievements of women. You can see on the page number 2. The earliest Women's Day observed, called National Women's Day, was held on February 28 in 1990 in New York City, organized by the Socialist Party of America. At the suggestion of activist Teresa, but officially recognized by the nation by the United Nations in 1977. Next page, please. We have a few images about this date. Next page, please. Okay, purple, green, and white are the colors of International Women's Day. Purple signifies justice and dignity. White represents purity, and green symbolizes hope. Next page. Okay. As we can see, we have a few achievements of women throughout history. New Zealand was the first self-governing nation to allow women to vote. Mary becomes the first woman promoted to Major General in the U.S. Army. Sandra becomes the first female Supreme Court Justice. In Saudi Arabian, women earn the right to drive. Next page, please. Also, Sally Ride becomes the first American woman in space. Michelle becomes the first female president in Chile. And Nancy becomes the first female speaker on the House of Representatives. Do you know about another woman that made history too, guys?
Okay, you asking me or anybody? Anybody can speak, right?
Anybody, yes.
Okay, anybody wants to unmute yourself and you can speak. And if anybody knows, you say your question again, Rachel. Go ahead.
Everybody knows another woman that made history too.
I know one, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna let somebody else do it. Go ahead.
for example, in Colombia, there are some women that the name is Policarpa Salabarrieta, and she is the most important woman in our history. And we have a monument of her, and also our one bill, one in the money, that there are an image sometimes in the money, right? And there are an image of her because she helped a lot of in the liberty, right? When we was our liberty in our country. That's it.
Okay,
It's
good,
good.
good, good. That's good,
Yes.
Rochelle. Can I say
Yes.
one? Okay. Hillary Clinton, even though I'm not of her same party, but she became the first woman presidential candidate in 2016. Okay. So here in America, um, we could think of more women, obviously, that have taken the role of being the first. Women, it's incredible how 100 years ago they didn't have the right to vote, and I think this year is when they were able to celebrate 100 years here in America. They're able to vote. Okay, but go ahead, Rochelle. That was interesting.
Okay, thank you for being part. And the next page, please, we can see a part of the value that guide these days are justice, dignity, hope, equality, collaboration, appreciation, respect, and forgiveness. I would like to end with a quote by Michelle Obama that say there is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. Thank you for listening to me. Anybody have a question?
Okay, I have a question, but anybody else can start. I'll ask the question later. Go ahead. Anybody wants to start before me? Anybody?
Yeah,
Okay,
me.
okay, go ahead.
Like, what inspired you to choose that topic?
Why I?
Like, why you took that topic?
Because I think we celebrate that day in no
November 25, I think.
November 25. So I
Yes,
think
uh-huh.
this is a good topic, and we can see. I think we need more talk about this because it's important to respect all and that is.
Okay, very good, very good. Anybody else with some questions before I ask mine? Go ahead, Anastasia.
You feel when
Sorry. Rochelle, you should be the one doing that. So I'm just one of the people. So if you see Rochelle, Anastasia raise her hand, you can say, okay, go ahead. You can
I
ask a
can see
question.
I can see Anastasia. Sorry.
You can't see her? No?
Now yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Anastasia.
Rachel, what do you feel when you see that women has to overcome many issues in the long of her history to fight for his rights, her rights?
Obviously, I feel bad, but also I feel good to see how people can unite to a purpose and be successful to that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone else have a question?
I have one.
Winnie.
Did you know where is, or maybe the Dominican people know where is the most important girl or woman in your country? They
Yes,
help a lot in your country.
yes. I can see. I can say, sister. How I say in English? Hermanas Mirabal.
Say it in Spanish because it's hard to say it in English.
Hermanas Mirabal,
Sisters, the Maribal sisters.
the Maribel sister. She was a sister that I don't know how I say
Every person live.
Trujillo. Yes, Trujillo, dictador. I don't know how to say that.
Dictator Trujillo, the dictator.
Yes,
Go ahead.
she lucharon. Okay,
Somebody else try
she.
help her
Yes,
out. Somebody
please.
else. Go ahead. I don't want to help her. I want somebody else to help her when she's stuck on a word. Go ahead.
Do you
Say it
wanna do
again, Rochelle.
Anastasia? I mean, I see they want to. Do you want to say it?
Say it again. The word. You could say it in Spanish quickly and then have Genesis or whoever translate for you. Go ahead.
I mean, they represent liberty. They like strong women. You know that in those times they were like so like he say restrict. Like they can do anything, but they start doing like things that nobody do. So they like start like some everything. Like women be more independent. They start study. They didn't go to the college, so they were like the first women that start like having that liberty.